I'm hearing ISIS, 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 but your pamphlet says ISIL. You lack a unified brand.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the Saturday Night Live sketches that managed to get through censors despite dealing with taboo subject matter.
Whoops! My shirt fell off.
Number 10, Bambi 2002. It's a good thing that satire is protected under the First Amendment. Otherwise, we're not sure Disney would have been so lenient about this TV Funhouse segment.
Bambi is going into the Disney Vault for 10 years, depriving your child or future children of a significant emotional milestone.
Even if SNL avoided any legal action, Bambi 2002 still pushed the envelope of how far you can go in satirizing a beloved Disney classic. Giving Bambi a 21st century makeover, this faux direct-to-video sequel is hilariously relentless in its send-up of corporate greed, shamelessly succumbing to the latest trends and the essence of childhood.
Bambi and the gang are back in business, and the forest has never been more fun.
I'm Bambi. I'm here to stay on the reference of the forest each and every day.
Robert Smigel wasn't a huge Disney fan growing up, although he developed a love for their movies upon becoming a parent. That didn't stop him from depicting Bambi's mom with head trauma or an adult film version of Pocahontas.
Come on, Bob, do your exercises.
What's next, a pre-scandal Jared? Number 9, Rosetta Stone. This commercial parody starts off innocently enough with some happy Rosetta Stone users showing off their newfound skills.
Me gustan los camarones.
In a rapid escalation of events, things take a turn for the creepy when we cut to some men who purchased the Thai version of the software for a rather perverse purpose.
I'm learning Thai so I can go to Thailand for a thing.
I'm also learning Thai for business.
While most language programs teach simple conversational phrases, the Thai vocabulary seems to be tailored for very specific ends.
With Rosetta Stone Thai, you can learn great conversational phrases like, how much? Is that for the whole night?
The show received backlash from the Thai government, with the cultural minister demanding the clip be removed from YouTube for, quote, tarnishing Thailand's image. Number 8, father-daughter ad. Most of the time, SNL plays it relatively safe when it comes to current events. But this spoof of a Toyota commercial starring guest host Dakota Johnson and cast member Taran Killam drove viewers to express their outrage on Twitter.
You need any help with your bag?
No, that's all right. I got it.
How about some walking around money?
Dad, it's okay.
Viewers are lulled into a false sense of security, thinking that what they're watching is a heartwarming moment between a father and a daughter. Then a pickup truck full of heavily armed men comes into view.
You be careful, okay?
Dad, it's just ISIS.
The controversial cherry on this dubious sundae is when a tearful father tells these men to look after his daughter and one responds.
Death to America.
So really, they couldn't have been all that surprised that this sketch would incense viewers. Number 7, Safelite AutoGlass. This sketch first made headlines when Safelite AutoGlass tweeted their disappointment. The controversy only continued when SNL suddenly made it disappear without saying a word.
At Safelite, we know how busy life can be.
The sketchy spoof commercial involves a Safelite repairman, played by Beck Bennett, who keeps smashing a woman's car windshield in order to essentially stalk her teenage daughter, played by Melissa Villaseñor.
You know, I came out at halftime and it was cracked again.
No worries. So, who won the game this time?
While the sketch does a pretty good job mirroring the source material, these very dark added undertones just seem unnecessary.
So, basically a full woman.
While SNL did their best to erase any memory of this sketch, the damage had already been done. Number 6, Heroin AM. If it's not obvious already, SNL loves a good spoof commercial. In this case, they used the format of a typical pharmaceutical drug ad to introduce a much harder substance.
I want to use heroin, but I also want to get stuff done. That's why I reach for Heroin AM.
It follows 3 parents who use Heroin AM to keep up with their hectic lives.
So now I can chase the dragon while I also chase this little guy.
This sketch divided viewers, with some unimpressed at how flippantly the issue was being addressed, especially as SNL alums Chris Farley and John Belushi both died of drug overdoses. However, others loved the sketch, crediting it as a good way to get America talking about an uncomfortable subject.
Side effects include, it's heroin. So, all that stuff.
Number 5, word association. We guarantee that this skit would never fly today. In a job interview sketch, Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor engage in a word association game.
Fast, slow, rain,
Snow.
White?
Black.
Things start out innocently enough, but the game soon exposes Chase's character's prejudices, becoming heated and racially charged.
Colored?
Redneck.
Jungle Bunny.
Peckerwood.
In a climactic moment that makes us wince, Chase throws out the N-word, and Pryor is not taking it lying down.
Dead hunky.
Paul Mooney, who wrote the skit, said it was inspired by his own interview for SNL. It's been called one of the show's most shocking and greatest sketches.
Your mama.
Number 4, Canteen Boy and the Scoutmaster. This recurring character played by Adam Sandler is considered an SNL classic, but this particular sketch divided audiences.
You know, it seems like the moment you get out of the city, all your problems just sort of fade away.
Alec Baldwin plays a scoutmaster who makes obvious and uncomfortable sexual advances towards Canteen Boy. According to Baldwin, the sketch caused 300,000 phone call complaints and the loss of 7 affiliates.
Problem solved. Your problem solved, but I think my problem's just beginning.
The Boy Scouts of America weighed in on the controversy too. In response to complaints, when showing reruns, the sketch was preceded by a disclaimer saying that Canteen Boy is actually 27. Given the character's childlike nature, though, the clip has a considerably darker tone. Number 3, World's Most Evil Invention. While at a supervillain convention, the attendees compete for the most evil invention in the world.
It can reduce a monument to the size of a toy!
There's a shrink ray and freeze gun, pretty standard villain stuff. But when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character steps up, things take a seriously dark turn, and even the other villains voice their outrage.
Oh my God!
What's wrong?
What's wrong? My most evil idea was a blizzard in July.
Right. Well, I went in a slightly different direction with the assignment.
A number of viewers objected to the skit, arguing that it trivialized sexual abuse. The sketch also takes a strange turn, as it's revealed that this has all been a disturbing commercial for White Castle. Number 2, Shark Tank. The sharks on Shark Tank can certainly be intimidating, but not as intimidating as the pictures in this jaw-dropping sketch. With the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria taking center stage, this sketch dived headfirst into bad taste and never came up for air. The sketch ends with the pictures being captured thanks to Damon John, who is played by Kenan Thompson. The real John wasn't so amused, however. The Shark Group founder said that he, quote, wasn't excited about the topic and, quote, found it a little insensitive. However, John did appreciate the fact that he was the one who saved the world.
Because that's when I called Homeland Security to collect your $30 million bounty. Freeze! Drop the weapons!
Nice play, Damon.
Thank you very much.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Regis co-host auditions. With Kathy Lee Gifford's exit, all eyes were on Live with Regis to see who would be the new co-host.
I tell you, Gelman, I can't wait to meet my potential new co-host.
The setup paved the way for the SNL cast to break out their impressions, with Tracy Morgan as Star Jones, Sherry O'Terry as Barbara Walters, and Anna Gasteyer as Darva Conger.
I will be your friend, your lover, and your partner throughout whatever life has to offer us.
Things took an awkward turn when Jimmy Fallon popped up as Chris Rock, complete with a tooth gap and full makeup. While the impression was jarring in 2000, it gained even more notoriety 2 decades later when it resurfaced online. Fallon apologized amid the backlash, calling it, quote, a terrible decision.
I want to move forward and going forward, I want to work on being a better ally.
Rock didn't express anger towards Fallon, calling him a, quote, great guy who, quote, didn't mean anything. However, Rock still considers the impression, quote, bad comedy. What current event do you most want to see SNL make fun of? Let us know in the comments below. Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.